Alright, so hopefully we're back. My Twitter is crazy, repeating the stream in, stream out information. As always, for anyone interested in keeping up with the latest on when I'm going to be streaming and doing this sort of stuff, you're welcome to follow me on Twitter, where I'll generally try to announce at least a few hours in advance. If not today, I'm going to be streaming. Today I actually didn't get it quite as early as I had hoped, so I apologize for the short notice, but try to kind of keep up through that system. Cheers, cheers. Oh, still a little stuck. That's unfortunate. Maybe it's just the time of the evening or something. Am I doing this symmetrically? I am. Uh-oh. Ah. I don't want too much symmetry going on in here. And this is going to layer a lot more. These are actually going to be separate pieces, so this is all going to sit off the surface. Maybe I'll just go in and kind of carve this around a little bit and clean up a few of these lines while I'm here. Oh. That. Edge, maybe throw in a little lazy mouse, smooth out some of this stuff. Get this sort of sunken in nicely in here so I can kind of get those plates. Oh, and there's another thing I'm not... I should have been doing that symmetrically. Maybe I can get away with this again. Let's try this one more time, right? Let's see if I can get away with remirroring that change back over. You know what? I really only need this part, so let's kind of do that. I kind of cleaned up just this piece, so probably just do that. So I'm just removing or kind of masking an area out that I've just been working in, and I'm going to use the mirroring smart resim feature here. I don't generally like doing this on the Dynamesh, but if I remesh it afterwards, I should be. Oh, and of course I just did the wrong direction. Let's try this again the other way. Once Zbrush is done not doing what I want it to do. Let's undo that. Let's invert that mask. There we go. That'll work better, right? Smart resim it that direction. If you're not familiar with the Smart Resim tool, this tool generally works better on Geo with topology. It does work on Dynamesh, sort of, but it basically looks at the masked areas and applies that change to the unmasked areas. If you don't have anything masked, it just averages the masked or the unmasked elements till it sort of meets in the middle. Really interesting little tool. Definitely a fun one to play with. Let me turn that symmetry back on before I forget. And I'm just using the polish brush here to kind of clean up these surfaces a little bit more. Using the Alt key along with this polish tool to get a little bit more control over that shape. Let's go back in with the organifier again. You can kind of see the edging where the masking mirrored over some of those wrinkles. I'll just reinforce this one. This one's a little asymmetrical too, but I think I can just kind of recarve it and get what I need out of that. that underneath a little bit more. Don't want this to feel like it sits too far back here. Get better separation on those plates. Still got to figure out what that spinal column is going to be. Lots of designing still to come, but I'm looking forward to it because I've been wanting to do this for a while. So a couple days here, a few hours today, a few hours hopefully on Friday, I think will be the next time I'm streaming. And it's getting close to 7:30. We're at the 7:15 mark, so I'll probably be wrapping up soon. Maybe do a quick final look at the model as it stands at the end of the day here, but until then I'll just kind of keep cleaning these edges up. Clean this stuff up too while I'm here. And over the next day, I'll probably spend some time just thinking about how I want to deal with the spinal column a little bit. I'm glad you learned something. It's one of the things that I enjoy about doing this sort of stuff. Always happy to help. Yeah, let me know if you ever run into any other issues. On that note, I'll start wrapping up here. So this is sort of a final look at the model as I've kind of tweaked it today. Locked in a little bit of the armor plating into the vest element. Let's get the coat on top while I'm at it, just to see how that connects in. And of course the idea here is that this gun is going to mount in on this side, and it'll probably be the holster that mounts onto the rail, and then the gun sits in the holster, unless I decide on some sort of maybe mounting piece on the gun itself. That could be interesting. Might look a little bit cleaner, a little bit more dynamic, to have the gun floating there, but a little bit more Mass Effect-y, right, where they've got the weapons that kind of magnetize on or whatever. That could be interesting. I need to kind of design up a weapon magazine sort of holster of some kind for the opposite side. It's kind of the intent for the old holster, but now I don't need that, so I'll continue kind of cleaning this surface up over the next day, maybe a few more days, I'm not sure. I dropped the buttons in for the vest. I may even be able to reuse those buttons on the jacket when I get to that, but it's still a little ways off, so something else to think about while I'm doing that. I still want to get a little bit more variation in the materials here, so I might have to do a little bit of reference digging to see if I can find an idea for these sort of mixed and layered materials here. Maybe I'll blend a little bit of sort of a few different material types into this woven element. Maybe I'll even layer in some stitching as I start to get towards the detailing passes. But other than that, that's kind of the model as it is today. I think I might end up getting rid of the hat as well. Maybe I'll clean this tool up and delete this little holster while I'm here. I'll do a little bit of final scene cleanup now that I've got the opportunity. I'll leave the hat in the scene for now, but I'm not sold on this anymore. I liked it at first, but I think I might end up getting rid of it and leaving him without the hat. Maybe I was planning on putting some sort of face gear on him. I'm not sure if it's going to be glasses or some sort of eyepiece or some sort of earpiece even. He's got those giant ears, so maybe that'll be something to play with. But until I get around to that, this is the model as it is now. Thanks so much for dropping by today. I hope you enjoyed watching the stream and enjoyed sculpting on your own if you happen to be doing that on the side. I'll be doing this again on Friday, so feel free to drop by then, and as always, check out the links below for links to my ArtStation, Twitter, the YouTube archive where you can see this model being built up from scratch. And thank you so much if you followed me today. Thank you so much for commenting in the comments section and keeping the conversation going as well. Always makes it a little bit more interesting than me talking to myself, so I look forward to seeing you folks again. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.